This is Frank. You want to this?
We're disappointed in the outcome. He did get 35 to life, and they did tack on an extra 3 for the sexual assault, but I'm disappointed in the judge that he didn't take the heinousness of the crime and weigh that a little heavier towards giving a few more years before he can go for parole.
I really honestly don't feel like justice was served. This crime was brutal. It was horrible. It's probably one of the worst physical hands-on crimes we've ever had in this area. And I agree with my sister that I don't think that that was weighed heavy enough upon. It was more how good of a boy he was in jail. And we really don't have a confidence of what he's going to do when he gets out into the community. And in 3 years, he's going to be capable of going in front of the parole board to see if he can be let out and pardoned. The people of Ridgeland need to understand that this is affecting their neighborhood, because his plan is to live with his mother, who lives in Ridgeland, the original house that he lived in as a child.
And the whole Hampton Township community.
The whole Hampton Township needs to be aware that this is happening. They need to understand the brutality of the murder.
And then in 3 years, he's going to potentially be out. So I hope they rally together and show some support here.
We're at this point, we're also really grateful for the support we have received from the community, because the Cumberland Valley High School Facebook page and the alumni page, all of that, and just Cumberland County in general has just had an absolute outpouring of support for our family, and they recognize and they also feel this grief too. This was a loss for them as well.
And were y'all expecting this?
2,000 signatures received from the community. It was good.
I don't know that we were expecting it. We really hoped to get the 50 to life, so at least we would keep him away from the parole board for a little bit longer. This way he would be a much older man when he got out into society.
I think the judge put a lot of emphasis on the psych evaluations, and I'm questioning those psych evaluations, but it's something we're never going to be able to see. They're saying he's going to be a low risk. I don't know how, in God's name, they can justify that he's going to be a low risk after being in jail for 36 years and not being around children. It's very easy for Mr. Waters is very manipulative, and he has had 36 years to form what he's going to say and how he's going to say it. And one day with a psychiatrist, I don't think is enough to be able to give a good enough determination that he's a low risk back in society again when he raped and overkilled an 11-year-old boy.
The judge basically just sentenced our community to a 50-50 chance that he won't do this again to some child.
And we can thank the United States Supreme Court and the Pennsylvania Supreme Court for the new laws. You know, John Waters was, we had to go through a hearing 36 years ago to determine whether or not John Waters was going to be tried as an adult or a juvenile, and they determined he would be tried as an adult. And that hearing today seems, because of the Supreme Court ruling, seems to be null and void. They're saying anyone under 18, they deem this unconstitutional. Well, he was tried as an adult and should have received an adult crime. They're saying you can murder under 18 now and you're being tried as a juvenile, the way it sounds.